Now, the dogs came up, and all they found was the palms of her hand, the soles of her feet. But Jehu said, because her father was a king, take her up and bury her. That's the kind of funeral she had. Take her up and bury her, get her out of the street. She didn't have visitations of people coming through and her heart's broken and sorrow and talking about they're a Christian and how good you are. He didn't have that. Like so many funerals I've had just here in this church, where we come and we can talk good about them and we can console the family. She didn't have that. Folks, I'm glad I'm saved this morning, aren't you? I'm glad I know Jesus. I'm glad that no matter what fortress they build from hell or anything else, I made up my mind I'm going to make it all the way. Not because I'm something big, not because I'm smart, not because I'm good looking, even though I am. It's going to be because of not what I've done for him, but because I accepted what he did for me. No comfort. Wouldn't it an awful thing to die without comfort? Die without the presence of Jesus? I'm going to close. Rusty called me Saturday night. It got dark. A friend of his, the lady was in the nursing home in critical condition pretty much, Mount Olivet. And he called me and said she'd like to talk to a minister. And I said, Rusty, no way I can do it tonight. I can't even see. I can go to Tollsboro and back, and I can't see to drive to Mount Olivet. But I said, tomorrow. So he said, they're trying to find a minister. And if they find one, I'll let you know. And so I worried about that, and I thought about it and prayed about it and prayed God would let her live. Next morning, or next day, I called down at Mount Olivet to make sure she's still there and everything. And I tried that night. I wanted to talk to her over the phone, but I just couldn't get through. They lost me or something. And I called from the car. I had the number. And the lady said, I'll transfer you to her nurse. And she transferred me to the nurse, and I told her what it was, and I wanted to come down and wanted to see a preacher. I said, is anybody? I said, they were trying to find one. Did they find somebody? She said, yes, one came in this morning. And I said, that's great. I said, that's just great. Praise the Lord. One came in. And she said it was Harry Brooks. Harry Brooks has preached here. Harry Brooks is pastor of Stone Lake. I know Harry Brooks. And I told Rusty, I said, he knows how to lead her to Jesus. And so I asked Rusty this morning, but she hadn't given in yet, so she's not ready. But pray for that woman. But you see, that's what our life should consist of, is helping others and praying for the lost. And that old-fashioned revival will return to the church, but it won't if we don't. And if the world makes up its mind it don't want God, it won't. But there's many out there that needs a comforter that's not finding it in anything else. But if they just come in and hear about it, maybe, just maybe, they might make up their mind. And if only one soul, if Hickory Grove Church, if y'all get a song, if Hickory Grove Church comes to the judgment of God, and you have only one soul standing there that you help get to heaven, worth more than this whole world. It'll be worth more than all the money you've given, all the lights we've got in the building, more than all the miles you've traveled, everything you've done. If one soul will come forth and say it was your message, your song, or your love that you gave me when I was really hurting and I didn't have a comforter. And people were telling me how bad I was. You remember that day you come up and put your arm around me when I was down and out? You were the only one that showed me love. And that's why I gave my heart to the Lord. Don't give them harsh words and talk hateful to them and all that for what they're doing. Be like Jesus. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. They need a comforter. That's what they need. They won't find it in the world. And I pray to God that they'll find it in the church. God bless you. You need a comforter this morning. If you do, come. Talk to God.